swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. All letting shit go. And I heard that she wanted some. Hard. Hard. Tweaker. Tweaker is hard, man. Well, I'm streaming. This is my first stream ever. No, I've tried to stream in the past. But it hasn't really worked out well. So this is my first stream ever. Let's see. Yo, I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, dang. Bro, he banned glizzies? Kim Jong-un banned glizzies. That's crazy. I just created my Twitch account, so follow me on Twitch. I see that one person is viewing on Twitch. That's crazy. How? If you're viewing me on Twitch, that's hard. You're my first viewer ever in life. So I appreciate you. Because I just created my Twitch account. It's time for showdown. On the block, you can't get James got. I saw this too. I saw this shit. I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa.
bitch, hold on tight, cause I'm tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show. Tell me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more.
You ain't about that murder shit. You ain't down to lose your cool and go and hurt a bitch. We got them hookups on the rentals, now we murking shit. Tin it up, spin it, let that 30 spit. Bitch, you want your fucking crack though, cut those.
Leaving niggas up though. Young niggas out, stores out the window, slang out. My niggas show love that the hood that one show. But now you know we all around this bitch, I got it sold up. I throw my threes up. The niggas you see, I hold my phone on. Cause I know baby Joe gon' pop out when it's time for showdown. On the block, the khaki jeans, gotta take off once the trunk sing. Throw the 8 around my waist, nigga on this ring, no not to play with this. In that corner, bitch, hold on.
Nah. That just made the song platinum, bro. I just made the song platinum, bro. What? I just made the song platinum. I just made this song platinum. This song is, like, that's literally what came to my mind when I heard the song. That's literally what came to my mind when I heard the song. NBA Youngboy, New Orleans. Like, the beat is so New Orleans that it's like, it's an NBA Youngboy beat. You can't tell me otherwise, bro. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm over here watching myself. I can see my own stream, which is crazy. I'm streaming. And it's an amazing feeling to take action on the things you tell yourself. Like 2025, I told myself I want to start streaming. I want to start getting long form content on Twitch and see what happens, because you see that shit and you never know. Like, my motto is, if you never tried, you never knew. Like, you never know because you never tried. There's so much I haven't tried in this life, and I want to spend my time trying. I want to spend my time trying to do the things that I think are impossible, or people think it's not for them, but I want to think that's for me. I like to think that's for me, so I have to try, so that I can say, oh, I tried streaming, and it worked, you know? I might swerve in the corner, whoa. And she be, I start letting she go. And I heard that she wanna show. That guy went to the 80s. That boy is an old soul. How old is LiAngelo Ball? 26. Oh, he's older than me. Nah, my bad. I'll take it back. He's older than me, so I don't know. I'll take it back. He's 26. But that nigga sounds like he's born in 1952 or something, bro. 9 on slow down. I might bite in my tongue. 9 unpopular facts about Shea bin Abraham Joseph, 21 Savage. Let's see, what's this? In 2013, during an attempted robbery on his 21st birthday, Abraham Joseph was shot 6 times by rival gang members, and his best friend Johnny was killed. Abraham Joseph's parents separated early in life, and he moved at the age of 7 with his mother in Atlanta, Georgia. That's 21? Kind of looks like his dad. He was born in Britain and allegedly moved to the US as an illegal immigrant. In 7th grade, Abraham Joseph was placed on probation for gun possession. Following a probation violation in the 8th grade, He was banned permanently from every school in the DeKalb County District. Bam. After dropping out of school, he joined a local street gang affiliated with the wider blood gangs, and became a full-time drug dealer, mainly selling cannabis. He also regularly took part in other criminal activities, including robbery and car theft. Blood Blues, Gang Bloods. In 2011, when he was 19, his right-hand man, Larry, was killed in a shootout. Man. In November 2020, 21 Savage's half-brother, Terrell Davis, TM1, was stabbed to death in Lambeth, London. His best friend is Metro Boomin. Ain't no way. And his best friend is Drake too. That's why he said Drake and Metro Boomin have to make up, because they brothers. Alright. His face tattoo was inspired by his brother. And the third. Like, you're looking at a traumatized man, bro. You're looking at a traumatized man right here. Like, people don't talk about how traumatizing that whole story was. Actually, losing your brother, being banned from all schools, not being able to do anything with your life. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Like, he's traumatized. Bank of America calls police on Black Panther director after he tried to withdraw $12,000 from his account.
Got it. Is there any reason y'all doing this, bro?
Yeah. It came from the back.
Yeah.
Came from the back.
That's
fine. That's fine. You have no right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But
Can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere? Have you ever considered doing something
I'm
like
like consider it now that y'all fucking drew guns on me. I was trying to take money out. But up to this point, at every Bank of America I ever gone to in my entire fucking life, this never happened.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right? Y'all the ones with guns and vests. You understand what I'm saying? What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know you
at the bank, she never said it was a fucking problem, bro.
Yeah.
I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own car in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her. Yeah. And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming on. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's it's taking a little while. Next thing I hear fucking Glocks. I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear.
You're a Glock.
I hear Glocks getting pulled out from unholstering. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? You understand what I'm saying? So you see my perspective?
Yeah.
Just for trying to get some money, that's crazy. Twitch, this is not beer, by the way. This is Vitamalt. So they don't think I'm drinking alcohol on here. It's actually just a regular ass drink. Maybe they'll give me sponsorship for being I'm the first streamer to ever put Vitamalt on stream. So maybe they'll give me sponsorship. Who knows? You know what would be so cool? Twitch, if you steal my idea, then you gotta pay me. Imagine Twitch automatically edited your streams and distributed them on all platforms. Like after stream, automatic with AI. And Twitch became not just a streaming platform, but a social media planner. That's a lot of money there. I would encourage people to stream more. That's for sure. YNW Melly has been in jail for 2,159 days. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. 2,000 days in jail. They don't like that guy, bro. Just sentence him already. And he's just laughing. Bro.
Like that, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take that, so that's why I went and said what I said. But it's all cool, you know. At the end of the day, we gotta keep it on the music. You know, shout out to him. I'm still a big fan. He's doing his thing.
And you guys are cool now. It was never nothing anyway.
Yeah, it was never nothing, but don't throw shade at me, man. Come on, don't do that. Especially when we were on the same flight earlier.
Today? I mean, when you came?
The same day, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, we about to do. Check the numbers, man. Check my last numbers, man. That's all I do. That's all I
On the
got.
last video?
No, check my numbers on my last concert and check the numbers on tonight.
Oh.
Just leave it at that. But the only reason why I was upset, you know, because of the NY concert, you know,
Davido always kid, like, pack it up, man. Like, it's so old now.
I'm saying, I was even gonna.
Like, just pack it up. Like, the beef is too long now. Just make a hit and retire. And that's just, like, just do that. Burna Boy too. Just join forces, drop a song, drop albums, and give the fans what they want. The beef is too long. What the hell is this?
I start yelling out, help me. There's so many dead options in my world. We got the best balls. When I catch you, I'ma turn you to a stand still. Complete the job, big SOC, we banging, we the bang bros. We hit his head, he's the floor, he got a halo.
What the hell is that? Oh, it is.
Stop playing the song. Stop playing the song. What is that? Stop playing the song. Who's smoking? Who's smoking? Yo, TJ.
What's up? Who the Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke here. This shit gonna go off.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate you though. But yeah. Yo, tell play song we just made.
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off. Like, please.
I appreciate you.
Can you show them where, like, in the back, they cannot smoke it?
I'm a down.
Yo,
My thoughts on this shit. My thoughts on this shit is that's Lil TJ, bro. You could have got a hit right there, but the way you treated him was on some like you were keeping it a buck. Lil TJ got more millions than what's his name? Than Youngin beside you. Lil TJ has more millions than this kid right here, Kyle Rich. Yeah, that's his name, Kyle Rich. Lil TJ got more hits than Kyle Rich. 41. That's 41 right there. Five-year foreign is bigger than Kyle Rich right now too. Maybe they're close, but still. I know 504 has more plaques than Kyle Rich. So like the attitude was like a little, bro, just get a song from Lil TJ, bro. You didn't give him the respect that was due. Telling him to smoke is one thing, but like, yo, tell him, yo, pull up, let's get a song, bro. What up? You know, lock in with him. Like, that's one thing that Kai does. But you're acting kind of too cool. In my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. And niggas smoking here, I'm gonna have to shut this bitch down. Like, this stream done.
Y'all to the back. Backyard. Like it's a backyard. Oh,
Hello, Bobby. Where you going? Let Uncle.
It's in the back.
Yeah,
Can you show them? Oh, they different? Alright. Alright, brother. Oh, it should be in the back. I want to smoke.
Is this right? Yeah.
Oh,
Stop playing the song. Stop playing the song.
what you say?
Stop playing the song.
Who's smoking? Who's smoking? Yo, TJ.
What's up? Who the
Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah. I appreciate you, though. But yeah.
Yo, tell play song we just made.
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off. Like, please. I appreciate you.
That's just crazy. That shit is crazy. Can't even lie to you, man. That shit is kind of wild. One thing about Ninja is that Ninja will always show you love, man. That's for sure. Ninja will always show you love. Like, You show our celebrities love. Like the streets will always show you love. Once you come back though. Bro.
You guys break Jasmine too. I'm righteous.
Bro's tweaked out in jail. That's crazy.
It looks good, my heart. My God.
This kid. That kid Rakad, shout out to Rakad though. He's very entertaining. Can't even lie. Can't even lie, that nigga. Nigga got sauce. I'm just 30 minutes into my stream and I'm tired. Imagine, Kai be streaming for 24 hours. The other day I made 2 YouTube videos. I passed out after editing them. Like, I was tired. I was mentally tired from just being in front of the camera. So streaming is not easy. Anything you put your mind to is work. That's just my opinion though. Let's go on YouTube. Fuck it. Let me show you guys my YouTube channel, bro. This is my YouTube channel. I'm bringing you in on my channel. Guys, lock in on YouTube. Like, I really have faith in YouTube, you know? Like, because every day there's some sort of result for my effort that is calculatable. Sometimes I feel like they haven't rewarded me for my efforts, but it's like, I know it's coming. I know it's still in my control. I just need to keep making good videos, keep improving my videos, keep getting better. That's just my opinion. But this is where I'm at right now for the last, it's since 28 days, but I've been back for like 7 days mainly, right? Well, that's some good traction in 7 days, some good waves. Some good waves. The last 28 days, 5 subscribers, 67. And to monetize my account, all I need is 3,000 watch hours. I'm over 50% of the way. I'm 50% over. Isn't that crazy? So I'm trying to be more active. I'm trying to test out everything, including the streaming on YouTube, everything that I can do to actually grow my account, improve my account, stream more, and see how I can I can use this social media thing, pretty much. Thing about me is I like doing the impossible. I like doing things that are out of the box and seeing them work and making them work, you know? That's what I like doing. I like trying things that are not orthodox. Like streaming and making YouTube content for me is like fun. It's easy. I can do it. I want to experiment with it. I want to make videos and see what pops off. I want to talk about things and see what people resonate with authentically and see what happens. And my channel keeps growing, but I want to achieve goals. Like I want to reach heights, you know? because I feel like 1,600 subscribers is good, but I need 160,000 subscribers. You know, that's how I see it. So this is my channel though. 50% one like. Somebody didn't like my thoughts. 300 people. See, somebody didn't like what I had to say, so one like, one dislike. These videos, I don't think they went anywhere. YouTube didn't even show them to anybody. 77 people. This other one was what? Reach 83 people. YouTube just does that sometimes, not show your video to no show. Isn't that crazy? But this video just started popping off out of nowhere. It just started popping off. 16K impressions, 3% click-through rate, 588 views, 400 viewers. Not bad. Not bad. No subscribers from the video. It's a 1-minute video, which is horrible. It's basically a short. It's basically a short. This video started popping off too. But this video has more watched hours because it's longer. It's 18 minutes, right? But, you know, we're still in the green. Let's just say that we're still in the green and we're just still creating content and seeing what works. And I just feel like as long as I'm consistent, then I will be rewarded. Because I've been posting like 2 to 3 videos a day. Not even in a month, in a day. I'm posting videos 2 to 3 times. That's how aggressive I'm going. But it's just like, you know, I still have to make sure the content is quality. I still have to make sure the ideas are relevant. Things like that. So I'm not afraid to put in the work, for sure. For sure. Look at this video, 4 out of 10. In 1 hour, my videos averaged 9 views. Isn't that crazy? That's too little. But like in a day, they could pop off. One thing I noticed is with consistency, as you drop new videos, some of your old videos start to pop off. Like some of your old videos just start to pop off out of nowhere. Like literally. So I think you should start posting videos if you want to be a YouTuber. That's my advice. Hey. But guys, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. As you can see right now, I'm live. Isn't that crazy, bro? Right now, I'm live streaming on YouTube. Who would have known in 2025 I'll be crunching it out on YouTube? That's crazy. Me. I can't wait for them to start clipping my streams and posting them on TikTok and me going viral. That shit will be wild. That shit will be wild. I'll just see myself on a viral clip. That shit will be wild to me. But yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube, streaming on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, go check out my Twitch. Same thing as my YouTube. Emmanuel from the start. Go follow me on Twitch because I'm streaming on Twitch too. I want to share my journey on Earth here, which is basically growing my personal brand and growing my businesses and showing people a different way. You know, sharing my thoughts, my opinions on life. This is just my channel, Boogie Emmanuel from the start, you know. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm not even trying to do. That's what I'm doing. So this is only the beginning of me streaming, pretty much. That's why I titled this video, "This is only the beginning." This is beginning. This is only the beginning of me streaming, basically. So stay tuned. Twitch says I should stream for at least 2 hours, so I'm trying to be on here for 2 hours today. So we have a long way to go, guys. We have a long way to go. Who wants to hang out with me, man? Who wants to chill? Who wants to chill? Who wants to chill? She got monetized within a week. Look at me. She got monetized within a week.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces. This is not going to be another one of those videos where somebody talks to you about thumbnails and click-through rates and all the same jargon you're used to hearing on every single video like this. In fact, I'm going to tell you the truth about how big creators actually achieve success and the things that I learned from a $15,000 YouTube coaching program that I'm literally going to spill in this video for free. So if that's what you're ready for, to understand the secrets that are separating those who are literally blowing up on YouTube, like I am doing right now with 7,000 subscribers in literally 7 days, and being able to get to there to millions, and then the principles that I share with you in this video are exactly what you have been missing. So hit the thumbs up button if you're super excited and ready for me to get into the details. The first of the 4 steps that I want to share with you today that are the unconventional things that people don't really talk about that happen behind the scenes is to understand who you're making a video for. And so if you want to grow on YouTube, even the videos that seem like they're the most random, but they do really well, it is specifically because they understand who they're making the video to. Even something that seems as random as Mr. Beast content or an ASMR channel, they understand that they are making a video for someone who is watching their video for a particular reason. And so you have to go into thinking about how you're creating content, not as a creator or an artist, but you have to think of it as a servant, as a business owner, as somebody who is helping someone else solve their problem. And even if your video isn't how to do X, Y, and Z, even the person who's doing an ASMR channel is still helping the person who's watching it to solve their problem. Maybe you're listening to it to go to sleep. Maybe they're doing a mukbang because the person that they're eating with is lonely and they would like someone to eat with because they're normally by themselves. It doesn't matter what your niche is or who your customer or audience is. All that matters is that you understand them. You understand why they are there and why they would want to watch the video that you're putting up. And so you can't.
But that's my question though. Like, that's my question. Like, I understand that my viewers are here to watch me, but I really believe that spiritually, this is a spiritual, deep thing I'm about to say. I really believe that as a person, your existence, your energy is enough for somebody to watch you. Like even when you look at people like Kai Cenat, like, is it really because it's because of his energy? He's a fun guy. He makes people laugh, and he says things that are entertaining, and he's just jovial, right? So I think your energy is enough. So when it comes to like my idea of why I stream and why I'm putting myself out there more, is because I know that my energy and my story is enough. I want people to see my come up story. Like I'm live streaming my life as I go through it, you know? So I think that's enough for people to be like, oh yeah, let me tap into this guy's story. But without consistency and without creativity, then you wouldn't do well on any of these channels, right?
Can't just think, what do I want to talk about today? You have to think, what does the person that I'm making this video for want and need to hear? And how do I put it into a package that is going to be the most well received by them? And so when you start viewing your YouTube channel as an opportunity to serve others and as an opportunity to solve their problems and to meet their needs, then of course they're going to come flocking to you. Just like you clicked on this video because you want to know how you can do the same thing in your own YouTube channel. And I am providing a service. I am telling you all the things that you...
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want my channel to be about how to get rich on YouTube. I don't want to be talking about how to get rich on YouTube, I want my channel to be about people who are drawn to my energy and want to learn about the things I'm wanting to learn about, or the things I'm willing to share. Because one thing I've realized on YouTube is people gravitate what they relate to, or what they know is a problem they want to hear about, or a topic. And everybody wants to, like, people are drawn towards perspective. So your perspective can even be stupid or wrong. But as long as you have a perspective, then you can attract like-minded people. You can attract people that are not even interested in your perspective, right? So I feel like that's the power of YouTube. So I just don't want to be on here talking about how do you grow your channel. Obviously, if I'm talking about how to grow my channel, my videos will be getting more views. How to grow a YouTube channel, how to get rich on YouTube, obviously there's more demand for those type of videos because people are looking for those answers. But the answers that I'm willing to talk about are more like deeper answers that people might have not even realized that they need yet. So sometimes being a small creator is not such a bad thing. It means you have a smaller niche that you're tending to, and you can grow that niche day by day. That's why I post more videos. That's why I'm trying to stream more, trying to create long form content. Because that way I have a lot of content out that people can redistribute or consume. That's just my strategy though.
You need to know to do that. And so you thumbs up the video, you subscribe because you want to make money online and hear more about it. And that is the way that it goes with your channel too. So tap into that, and I promise you that when you start looking at it that way, it'll change everything. The second...
That's dope. That's really dope. Let's take a look at her channel. Yup, 14 signs you'll be rich soon. Let me see her popular videos. It's not luck. The 5 Bible verses that made me a millionaire. Okay. 3 things God taught me to make $50,000 per month. I got monetized in 1 week. Child of God, stop wasting your life. 3 things you must do while waiting for financial breakthrough. But what do you do though? Money making homemaker. Let's see what she does. Pay the cost, quit your job and come home. I gotta subscribe to watch the video. How to find possible cost topic fast. How to automate your income so you can make money while you sleep. Oh, she sells courses. This is a pretty put together funnel. Not bad, Danielle. Not bad. Oh, I think I recognize her from TikTok, actually. I think I recognize her from TikTok.
This is not going to be another one of those videos where some...
Recognize her from TikTok. That's dope, though. Hi, me in 5 years.
This was me, struggling to keep up with posting consistently on YouTube and getting less views than normal, until I found Spotter.
At the time I'm recording this video, I have 8,000 subscribers and 1.8 million views. So whenever you see this, compare these numbers to whatever I have when you watch this. What's up, guys? It's currently... Compare these numbers to whatever's in 1.8 million views. So whenever you...
He has 8,000 subscribers and 1.8 million views. 5 years ago. That's crazy. That is crazy. He just has maybe 4 times more followers than me. More subscribers than me. And I have over 180,000 views. But that's 5 years though. 5 years ago, Mr. Beast.
You see this? Compare these numbers to whatever I have when you watch this. What's up, guys? It's currently October 4th, 2015. Yes, I'm probably like a freaking grown man when you see this. I'm still in high school right now, and whoa, this camera's still good. When you see this, I'm actually going to be in, I'm not even going to be in college. This is going to be after college. Wow, dude, this is going to be, it's 2015 for me right now. Dude, what if I'm dead? That is so weird. Rip. That'd be real weird. But let's see. Dude, if I don't have 1 million subscribers when you see this video, my entire life has been a failure. I don't have 1 million subs. I better have 1 million subscribers when you guys see this. Dude, that'd be... I don't even know what college I'm going to. But by the time you see this, I'll have finished high school, gone to college, probably be doing YouTube as a job, hopefully, maybe. Dude, I really hope I have 1 million subs by now. Please, future me. Oh my God, man. Please have 1 million subs. I probably just thought about what I was gonna say. Just, hey, hopefully you have 1 million subs. And dude, I wonder if you still. Alright, so I should be studying for a history test, and I wonder if you remembers what grade I'm gonna get on this history test that I take tomorrow. That I'm not studying for because I'm making these videos. So I'm probably gonna do. Dude, if you still remember the grade I get on this history test, that's crazy. I better have 1 million when this goes public. Deuces. Not PewDiePie. Screw that. I don't want to do this over again. See ya, future.
Why is Mr. Beast doing this hand signal? That's crazy. But that was a crazy video though. That was a crazy video. 5 years later, he's the biggest YouTuber in the world. And he was asking for 1 million subs.
If you give me 20 seconds, I will guarantee that you sign 20 clients. How? Well, I'm going to help you use the exact same...
No.
Good morning. Whoops. It's raining. Hold on a minute. There. I thought I'd talk to you a little bit this morning about... oh, by the way, this is a new computer, and it does all kinds of things, so I have to be careful. I'm not the sharpest tack in the box when it comes to this new equipment. You're talking to a guy, or a guy is speaking to you now, that started driving a Model A car. I remember the first jet airplane and many first things. The Iceman delivering ice to an ice box, taking it off of a mule-drawn wagon. So, but I'd like to speak to you a little bit this morning about young people in particular, about accomplishing things. When I was young, as you know, I had a difficult childhood, but there's no excuse for people not being able to do what they want to do. You can do anything that you want to do. For example, as I've told you before, I lived in the back of an old car. I taught myself to read and write. So if you're young, don't give up. Don't say the world is just against me. That's not true. I taught myself to read and write. I've had 5 books published. I went to college, got a little bit of college. I've studied scripture for many, many years. I've raised 5 children. I've buried a mother, father, sister, brother, wife, and daughter. So a person can accomplish anything that they want. One time, to prove to myself that I was not an ignorant person, I bought a blackboard. And I purchased a correspondence course for computer programming, and I completed it with the blackboard. So, forge ahead. Don't stop. Never stop learning. Always reach out to better yourself, because when you do that, things expand. You understand more. You're happier. You're healthier. This old saying that if you don't use it, you lose it, is absolutely true. If you don't use that brain that God put in your head, one of these days you'll be sitting on a front porch somewhere and you won't hardly know what's going on. So don't give up. If times are hard, good things nor bad things last forever. But most generally, we are in control of our own destiny. And when I say that, I mean this. If you're not getting ahead, you need to do something to allow yourself to get ahead. For an example, excuse me. For an example, if you want a good job, if you want a secure future, you have to have something to offer a prospective employer. Now, I'm not saying you need a PhD or a master's degree, but you do have to have something to offer. There's going to be a time in this country that people that know how to work with their hands, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, cement layers, machine operators, mechanics, people that know how to work with their hands are going to be in great demand. Yes, it's true. You have to have education and training to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer. But I'll tell you the truth. I spent 60 years working. I was successful. I started a couple of businesses. I'm not a wealthy man, but I'm a guy that came from living in the back of an old car to having a nice retirement and to be able to talk to you on this thing. So I'm going to close, but I just wanted to share that with you this morning. Young people, I love you. I do. I love young people. My grandmother always said, you know, when a baby smiles, the angels sing. And that's true. I believe. But young people, you're the backbone of this country. You're the backbone of the world. I don't care if you're in Asia, Africa, Korea, Japan. I don't care where you are, the United States. You are the leaders, the future leaders of this world. So reach out. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to go after what you need. So I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Wix gives you the... That was fire.
Juggling multiple client sites? Supercharge your product.
That was fire. Honestly, that was fire. That was fire. Mr. John's plantain chips. Trust me, it's fire. It's too good.
Imagine that this folder is a dimensional plane. Now, assuming that it is no height and no depth, what would this mean? It would mean that it's a one-dimensional world. So if, hypothetically, an organism was living inside of it, it would only be able to move in a linear path forward and backwards in a straight line. Now, if we go to the second dimension, we have two dimensions. We have width and we have length. So hypothetically, if an organism lived inside of here, then it would be able to move up, down, left, right, and anywhere else in between. And a two-dimensional world is comprised of an infinite series of one-dimensional worlds stacked upon each other. Just as our three-dimensional world, which has depth and length and height, is comprised of an infinite series of two-dimensional worlds. So, now that I have stacked many folders upon each other, we have three dimensions. We have depth, we have length, and we have width. Now what happens if you keep going on from here on out? We would have a four-dimensional world. But what exactly is the fourth dimension? In order to understand this, we need to understand how dimensions are perceived. We live in the three-dimensional world, but despite that, we actually view things to be two-dimensionally. Take a perfect sphere, for example. If you're looking at a sphere, it looks just like a regular two-dimensional circle. The only way that you can tell it's an actual sphere instead of a circle is because of the hues of light on it. So just like in a two-dimensional world, if a organism in the two-dimensional world was looking upon a circle, the light would make it appear to be lighter at one end and darker in the middle. Also, if an object is moving closer and farther away from you, you don't actually perceive that it's getting closer and farther away. You see that it's getting smaller or larger, and then you assume that it's getting either farther away or closer. But let's say that an object was to grow in perfect equilibrium, so that it was growing at the same speed that it was shrinking as you move it farther away. Then you would not be able to tell, without any lights or if there were details on the object, that it's moving or growing at all. You may have assumed that since we perceive things to be in two dimensions, that a two-dimensional organism would see in one dimension. So, as we're watching this rubber band expand as it moves farther away from this little organism in the two-dimensional world, it does not actually perceive anything is happening to it because it's growing at the same speed that it's moving farther away. But since we can actually see it from the three-dimensional world and perceive things to be in two dimensions, we can see things for how they actually are.
EVE Online on Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands of star systems like never before. Follow a path of your own choosing and become a titan of industry. Explore the wonders of the universe. Or join record-breaking PvP battles and add your name to 2 decades of player history.
The reason that the two-dimensional organism doesn't see things the way they really are is because the two-dimensional organism sees things in one dimension, just how we, three-dimensional creatures, see things in two dimensions. So in a way, we don't really see our world the way it truly is. A four-dimensional creature, however, seeing our three-dimensional world in 3 dimensions, would be able to see through things. It'll be able to see absolutely everything, just as we could see if there was several organisms spread along a 2D environment on your floor. You would be able to see inside houses. You would be able to see inside of people. So if a two-dimensional world, a flat surface, is just made of be able 2D, if there was several organisms spread along a 2D environment on your floor, you would be able to see inside houses. You would be able to see inside of people. So if a two-dimensional world, a flat surface, is just made of an infinite amount of lines, then the 3D world is just made out of an infinite amount of planes. So the 4D world, logically, is made out of an infinite amount of 3D objects. Though they're not just put together like you would, like building blocks. That's not how the 4D world is. That would just be 3D again. So in order to understand this, we need to understand the logical progression of mathematics in our world. Imagine that this connects piece represents the first dimension. It's simply a straight line, which is basically what the first dimension looks like. And if you add 3 more of these straight lines and connect them so that adjacent sides are perpendicular and opposite sides are parallel, then you have the basic shape of the second dimension. You have a square. Now if you keep going from here and you add it so that there's a total of 4 squares, and all adjacent sides are perpendicular and all opposite sides are parallel, then you end up with, obviously, a cube. So if you tried to keep going from here, and you would have a 4-dimensional basic shape, you would have what's called a tesseract. Now I cannot show you a tesseract, but you need to understand that it's basically 4 cubes that are within each other that have all adjacent sides perpendicular and all opposite sides parallel. Yet there are 4 lines connecting to each vertex. So a tesseract would look somewhat like this picture. Now that's not exactly what it looks like, because this is a 2-dimensional depiction, and obviously not all the lines are straight. So I cannot show you what a tesseract actually looks like, because we cannot perceive things in the 3rd dimension. You cannot even imagine what a tesseract looks like. You cannot in your mind picture the 4th dimension or a 4th dimensional shape. And you can keep going on from the 4th dimension even. You can go to the 5th dimension, the 6th dimension, the 71st dimension. It doesn't matter. Theoretically, there are an infinite amount of spatial dimensions. A common misconception of the 4th dimension is that the 4th dimension is time. Now, while some argue that by going forward and backward...
This dude is so genius. Like, he's so smart. Like, what? Like, and he's explaining it in a way that I'm just picking up. But I'm speechless. Like, I have nothing to say. Like, I'm like, yeah, you right, bro. Because he's making it make sense, but I can't think in the 4D. Like, he made it obvious to me that I know there's something missing in the way I see the 3-dimensional world that I'm in, right? Because the 2-dimensional makes sense, 1-dimensional makes sense, but I can't, as a human being, I can't think in 4D. So, like, me seeing the tesseract, it's making my head glitch.
Backwards in time, if you move forward the same distance and backwards the same, then you would end up in the same place you started, just like in the 4th dimension. And while that may seem logical, if you think about it, it really doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If you imply that the 4th dimension is actually time, well, first of all, time is not spatial. There's a difference between space and time, quite obviously. And assuming that all dimensions are according to a pattern, then that doesn't really make sense either, because saying the 4th dimension is time, every dimension has time in it. So that would mean that the 4th dimension is special in some way, which doesn't really make any sense. Another reason this doesn't make sense is that we very, very, very slightly travel through time whenever we move due to the distance that light takes to get to our body.
Now, if a group of astronauts were to get in a spaceship and they were to go very, very, very close to the speed of light, then they would, and they went around in this impossible, nearly the speed of light spaceship for a few months, and then afterwards they returned to Earth. They would find that Earth had actually progressed a few years, so they had moved forward in time by moving that quickly. Another interesting concept involving the fourth dimension is that many physicists and even mathematicians may say that the dimensions are very, very slightly curved. Because if you really think about it, nothing can be truly, absolutely infinite. So imagine that the first dimension, the line, is just very, very slightly curved, so that after a very long time, it will end up creating a circle. So, as suggested by many physicists, if you keep going in the same direction, then you will end up where you are, where you started after a very, very long amount of time, obviously. And the same thing would happen to the second dimension. If it's just a square, and then you extend it very, very slightly in a curve, then it will eventually make a sphere. And the same thing happens in our dimension, except it will form a very, very slightly curved third dimension, which will form a four-dimensional universe, basically. So what this kind of means is that our three-dimensional world is within a four-dimensional world, and the four-dimensional world is within a fifth-dimensional world, and so on. Now, I did say that nothing can be truly infinite, but if this is true, and a dimension is really within another dimension, within another dimension, within another dimension, then I'm implying that there's an infinite amount of dimensions, which is the only problem I really have with this theory. I'm not sure if it ever stops, or if infinity is really even possible. We don't know that. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope this gave you a better idea of what the fourth dimension is.
Infinity is definitely possible, because the fact that you can't see it means it's infinite, right? Because we can't humanly think it, so which is proof that it exists, because it's infinite. You can't count to infinity, so that means infinity does exist because it keeps going. You can never reach it, no matter how much you count. So it does exist. That's my only argument. So I think his points are very valid, but he's not even he's not even grasping what he's saying too, because what he's saying is some real physics shit, man. Like, the guy's really onto something for real. Simplifying Einstein's relativity. Self-enforcing consequences of drug abuse. There has always been a cure for cancer. What? Taking on society. Facing the consequences of society's suppression. False promises of the economic ladder. Which one do you guys want to watch, man? These videos are so enticing. I don't even know. I've seen this guy's channel before. Yeah, I saw this video.
Society, as we know it today, seems to depend on, if not entirely thrive, on conflict. If you look at history as it's recorded, it's largely the history of conflicts of interest between different nations, different ideologies, different religions. And if you look at all of our mediums of entertainment, everything as we know it seems to be dependent on the idea that there is some kind of conflict of interest. In our sitcoms, for example, we do not watch people who are living completely happy lives, but we watch people who live their lives constantly at odds with each other, constantly coming up with new ways to be in competition, to
prove one's own rightness over another person's. And so, in our reality television programs, you hear very often that the people participating in these things are required or asked to create drama, create conflict with each other, because that is, for some reason, what we find interesting. We like to watch scary movies. We have a government that budgets most of its money on war and so-called defense. And without conflict as we know it, how would society function? Because if there was no conflict, if there was no violent crime, we would have no need for prison systems, we would have no need for, or much reduced need for police, reduced need for lawyers. There are so many systems within society that need conflict, and without it, they become completely obsolete.
Yep.
So, I want to propose a theoretical here. Suppose that society has a change of heart, and there is a complete cessation of violent crime, theft, and you see a lowering of conflict worldwide. You see no more need for shows like Maury. You see no more need for conflict of interest between politicians, because theoretically there's no more need to argue over the correct course of action, because the correct course of action becomes obvious. And not just on a political scale or spectrum, but also at a humanitarian level. We start to respect each other and realize that violent crime doesn't really solve any solution, or doesn't really solve anything most of the time. So, what does this then do in this ideal? Because this is the ideal, you know. What a policeman should want is that he can go out and he doesn't need to arrest anyone. What a lawyer should want is that he doesn't need to defend anyone, because no one needs to be defended, because no one is, you know, committing any crimes or feels any inclination to do something to harm other people. Shouldn't this be the ideal? I mean, obviously yes. But the question has to be asked, what then happens to all these professions that are dependent on the idea of conflict and dependent on crime? You see, the paradox of society is that it cannot function in its ideal state. If it were to achieve its ideals, then it would have to change completely. So this is opening up a lot of doors for new ideas of how you can, allocate the necessary resources to people if they're not working. A lot of people like the idea of a basic income, something that is paid to anyone regardless of whether they're working or not. And I do think that may be a step in the right direction. I mean, given how things are working right now, it doesn't seem at all likely or possible to me that things will remain the way that they are. If technology continues to is able to embrace some sort of sense of ethics, then things as we know them have to change. So I'm not really proposing any course of action right now, but as I see it in popular media today, there's no one asking the important questions that I think really need to be asked, which are, where are we coming from? Where are we going? Do we really need to have any more wars, given that most wars are fought over acquisition of resources or land? Now, there would be no reason if everyone's needs are met. So we shouldn't make the assumption that we ever need to have another war, really. Nor should we make the assumption that everyone needs to be working a job. Because that assumption is going to.
That is some real shit right there. He's a deep thinker. He's a deep thinker. I wonder where he is today.
Inevitably come into a lot of conflict with itself, because as is made obvious by the fact that prison systems and police would be made mostly obsolete if there's no conflict in the world. And many jobs today are starting to become replaced by technology. So, as long as we're attached to the idea that everyone has to be working, that things are going to function in the future just as they have in the past, and as long as we're not open to alternative ideas, then I think that things are going to get progressively worse.
Yup, my brother, you hit the nail on the hammer. I completely agree with what he's saying in this video, bro. Like, this guy's a wise guy. He's a wise man. He's a wise man. Alright, first stream done. I'm gonna get back with y'all. I'm tired right now. It's been 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 59 seconds. So we did 1 hour today. We'll be back on this streaming shit tomorrow. New videos every day. New stream every day.